What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you are new. As you see, we watching Death Battle, Kratos versus Asura. Not gonna lie, who I got? Asura. Kratos be my boy, but Asura, he just like that. Ain't gonna cap. Let's go and get to it. Like, share, subscribe to the video. Original video be linked down below if y'all want to check that out on your own time. Let's get into it. Asura, if you didn't know, I am currently playing a game walkthrough God of War 2018 right now. Link be in the description down below.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Sorry, I'm looking over here a lot because I'm looking at my setup, make sure everything
the
all right.
Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe. Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang. From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus,
I'm gonna try not to skip through, pause too much while they doing this for the person, but we'll see.
The world itself was born from violence. Starting a whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kratos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
Bro, what? Y'all I'm gonna skip past it. Y'all ain't gotta see this.
As a classic bastard child of Zeus.
Oh, let's just read a little bit. Part God, part mortal. 1,000. Yeah. He's 7'8". Kratos is 7'8". God, boy, you should be in that league or something. Sliding puzzle. Okay. Sackboy. What's that? PlayStation All-Stars reference?
Far exceeding all among him. He became a fierce warrior.
Bro, he's 7'8". Y'all knew that?
Cornered by ruthless barbarians. Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours. A deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords, and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
Like I said, playing God of War 2018 right now on my channel, so go check that out. This will be added to the playlist, so you got easy access to all the other videos, shorts, everything that I upload.
Permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the ghost of Sparta. So he was kind of understandably really pissed off. Time for a new
Ghost of
God
Sparta.
Of War. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new God of War took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it too. With Poseidon's trident and Icarus's wings, Kratos dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's. And the claws of Hades could steal souls.
Claws of Hades, bro, that's tough.
Should have thought that through, man. Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor was Helios.
We beat Hercules at.
Stars
I ain't gonna. I'm trying not to cuss.
Across the entire underworld. He fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead. And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization. Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence, causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light, a frankly incomprehensible feat. Then there's Daddy Zeus, who proved a serious challenge, until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus. It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields, and it can stab the hell out of you.
Yeah,
It's godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son. Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything. Like a badass, he was unstoppable, non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed. His wife and daughter were still gone. What was he to do? He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye, his second wife. Good start, buddy. Kratos had a new lease on life, but he could not escape his past mistakes. There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy. Easily the toughest task he ever undertook, especially after Faye unfortunately
playing that right now. Check it out. I'm gonna keep saying it. Check it out. Playlist. Go ahead.
Hey, it wasn't Kratos'
Got everything
fault
right
this
there
time,
for you.
and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe. including the Leviathan Axe. Far
Not
from
too
the
much on the board.
whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan Axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself. Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls. Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Aesir. Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger, which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties. He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen. Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through. Like the Draupnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time. Naturally,
he got a lot of weapons, bro. I feel like they'd probably give him the edge because he uses a lot of weapons. I don't think Asura uses weapons like that. Am I saying it right? Asura? Right?
The same time. Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok.
Hold on, what?
Who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time. Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok.
And I play Asura's Wrath.
Thor. I know, but he can. Well, not exactly. Freyr, the
I played that a while
held
ago.
off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots. That's the World Tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe. According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree. So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse. In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins, even taking up the Blade of Olympus once again. Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear. Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope. This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold. With Robin...
Get your money, but not right now. Get to that boy.
A demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years. After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura. Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served
gotta read this. Age 12,500, 28 physically. Demigod, father, and the former offspring, okay. There's like 70 80s. Chakra, I don't know, that Chakravartin, I don't know. Hearing his daughter cry, chosen hero of the universe, put him in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world. And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer. Mantra. By advancing technology with Mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness Mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy. I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is. By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra. But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right? Funny you should say that. God damn it. First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil, just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra. And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge Mantra energy, which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously, Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him.
Crazy, bro.
What a dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider, he did just that with an all-new.
Man, I'm gonna have to play this again. I ain't gonna lie.
Gods pay. Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now.
I might have
they're
to.
all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try
I'm about
to
to play
power
this
up.
again.
So Asura got really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen,
who could dwarf the
Look
planet
at
and
him,
wreck
bro.
it with just a finger. Look at this.
Asura is so powerful, his
No.
soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma.
That's why I think he
or
gonna
deities.
win, bruh.
He can propel himself with mantra to fly, harden his fists to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid-fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is
I'm locked.
punch anything that upsets
locked.
his kid. Like that one dad that knocks
What?
out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl
What
too,
was that?
along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra, he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him
Asura
into
the
his
Destructor,
wrathful.
planet
Even though it
size,
hurts Asura
interstellar
while he's in
flight.
it, this form is still
I didn't even know
perfect
that was
for
a thing.
absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again. Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he
Planet size. I didn't know he'd be
then
planet
dive into
size.
the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His mantra form, finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast.
Deus was defeated and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop.
It turns out that
Asura's
spider
wrath.
that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of mantra and the entire universe.
The one and only
No.
Botox Cosmetic, FDA approved.
Ah!
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha
was like-
statue. Check out the size of it. That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater
Why
power.
don't I
His
remember
own
this?
unfiltered rage. At last,
And why did it look like a,
Asura could show the world
arc
his
reactor?
real colors.
Iron Man.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet.
Yeah, I don't remember
Unbound by
this.
his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars.
Chakravartin was understandably
Maybe I didn't beat the game. What the hell?
impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything, all because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind.
Ah,
Sponsored
bro,
by
oh, bro, how many sponsors y'all got, man? Come on. Let's get to it. Let's get to
All
it.
right,
Let's
the
get
commanders
to
are
it.
set, and we've
What
run
the-
the data through all
I
possibilities.
bet y'all didn't see that maybe
It's
hit Asura.
time for a dad battle!
Let's get it. Let's get it. He just walking his house though, I mean. Excuse me? Kratos is clean though.
It's true then.
Asura's
God of War Zongaya.
decent. Nah, he's clean.
But
He's clean.
not for long. You do not want this fight. Run!
Oh my. Yeah. Hands being thrown. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? No, this is hard. This is, they put the QTE up there. But see, I can't get excited because I feel like every time they start off with somebody like winning,
You
they
let
like,
your
"Er."
wrath
nah,
consume
nah,
you.
nah, you're gonna lose
I
in
have
there.
been down
So
that
slow
road
down.
before. Shut up! Very well.
You got the weapons. My gosh. Pull his arms off. I figured that was gonna happen. See, bro, they give him all the cool moments right now, so it's like I feel like he's gonna be like, nah, you still finna lose, brother. But it's tough. It's tough. Yo.
This is not my end!
Oh man. Oh my, he finna win. He about to win. What the fuck was that? Goofy ass face.
Death has not earned me yet, Titan! But you deserve a worthy end!
Ain't gonna lie, it's tough though. I ain't gonna lie, it's tough. Oh my.
You are a monster no longer.
Stop trying to make it seem noble, bro.
I never was.
Oh, see what I mean, bro? Kratos my dog too, though. He my dog too. So either way, I'm happy whoever won. I just thought Asura was gonna take the cup.
Try Zero free for 30 days.
Attention super markup shoppers, it's about time.
Oh, God, let's hear the
Asura's
explanation.
back.
I
Really is
guess.
gone.
I
But are
guess.
we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed matter if you don't know how to use
Okay.
it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience. But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure, Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes.
I knew the
relics,
weapons
and
was
even
gonna play a
his rage
major
gave him
part
far
in
more
it, bro. I
options in
knew it.
combat, slowing down
I
time,
knew the
healing
weapons was
injuries,
gonna-
and most importantly,
Ah.
multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed: versatility, and multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could. Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do! If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our
I don't know
galaxy,
what I'm looking
but
at,
our
but it's
entire
math
observable
nerds.
universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the
I feel like Kronos was already weak when he
Ragnarok and
did that. It
Yggdrasil,
wasn't the
and
same Kronos,
takes
though.
the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom,
I mean,
if you
it's
give us
still
Asura's
crazy.
Wrath 2,
Still crazy.
We'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asura's The Sun Rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
Ah, good job, Kratos. Good job. Good job.
But what if?
What if what? They gotta give something for us. They gotta give something for the people going for Asura. They have to. What the heck? What is this though? Ours original family. She was not that white. Hold on. Let's not rewrite history. Stupid eye.
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Next time on Death Battle.
Alright, okay. Alright, man. Look. I ain't gonna go back. What I'm trying to get to? Right here. Good video. Of course, I wish, wish my dog Asura would have won. But you know what it is? What it is. He lost to Kratos. Kratos is crazy. Like I said, though. God of War. I'm playing it on the channel. Playlist. Link down below. Original video. Link down below so y'all can check all that. Check all of it out. Like, share, subscribe to the channel for more. Comment who you was going for. Comment what you think about the video. Who you thought should have won. If you agree with the end. If you don't agree, let me know down below in the description. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I don't want to leave because I'm still kind of mad.